Hey, hey, hey. Time for the Out of This World story from rSpace. When things get hairy in a relationship, why is it impossible for some to just admit that it's done and walk away? Today on rSpace, get ready to dodge this crossfire of emotions. Our first OP is going down with the ship, and his wife is the iceberg. Our marriage is falling apart. I don't know what to do. I, male 26, and my wife, female 30, are in a hard spot. I've been working 2 jobs, 7-hour weeks for a year now in order to save up for a visa application we need. Over the last 4 months, our relationship has really suffered. I admit I was often too tired to give her the love, care, and attention she deserves. Our sex life also suffered. Was great before. Started communicating less, arguing more. The house is less peaceful by the day and more stressful. She works hard too, but even with that, it's been hard financially. Although I was often completely exhausted, I do take responsibility for not caring for her as any wife deserves. I failed on the basic stuff. She also asked me if I had masturbated at any point, and I admitted I had, after 2-3 weeks of trying to initiate sex but not having the opportunity due to kid and work. Over the last 2 or 3 months, she kept saying she's not happy and wants a divorce. I kept saying I don't want that, and I love her. But every time I tried to show her affection or initiate sex, I felt rebuked too. Talking about it now, she says I had pushed her away so far she couldn't see me in the same way anymore. Fast forward to now. We are on holiday, ostensibly to focus on us and solve things. She says she loves me. I'm the love of her life, but she wants a divorce. 5 days ago, I discover, reading notes of texts she had sent him, that for the past 2 months, at least she has been getting increasingly close to another man, including sexually. Heart thumping, mind reeling, all of that. The words are still seared into my mind. I'm generally a calm man, but I storm out. She wasn't home, and take my wedding ring off in a rage. Later I confront her. She hides nothing, says she's sorry, and that she still loves me, and doesn't love him, but does like him. And that for her, she's been checked out for months and been saying she wants a divorce and meant it, and I didn't do enough to make her feel loved and didn't confront the obvious issues. Procrastinated. Meanwhile, he treats her in the way she feels she deserves and wishes I did. She said she's not in the right, admits she should have been more honest and isn't proud of what had happened, but has feelings for him too and is confused now and was angry at me, felt far away from me. I still love this one a lot. I can't help it. We're basically sweethearts. She's my first and only sexual partner, so this hurts especially. Since we're both been on holiday, away from life stresses and him, our sex life has rekindled and she wants me all the time. She even outright says that nothing compares to our sex, that she doesn't orgasm with him like she does with me. She says she still loves me a lot, but feels so hurt by my absence and my lack of affection or care that it is hard for her to overlook the past and my neglect of her feelings and needs. For her, we are separated right now, although we inevitably end up having sex. She is also in contact with the other man and admits openly to me that she has feelings for him. The jealousy is unreal in me when we talk about him this way, but is confused about what to do because she loves me. I told her she'd probably regret picking him over me at this point. She agreed that's probably true, but that they get along well, and she likes being with him, and that I've hurt her a lot, and she'll probably take a risk on him. I keep telling her to stay, for our family and our love, and she says she thinks about that every minute, but can't make her mind up about what she wants. She's open about that. Edit. I've since made it clear I'm not going to hang around in this situation, that obviously I love her, but unless she cuts him 100% and commits to working on us, I'm going to go my way. The community has some thoughts. First up, it sounds like she's insane and that you've done yourself a huge favor by convincing her to call it quits. I'm not sure why you're being so down on yourself about this. You gave her an ultimatum and she ignored it. Actions have consequences. If they don't, you're just a doormat. Someone else chimes in. You are right. She burned the relationship the moment she decided that she was going to entertain the affair partner. It is surprising how mental cheaters get when they think they are wronged. This is a perfect example where she effed around and found out. Yes, it is time to move on. Her insistence to get with the affair partner now is all the evidence you need to know that she has zero respect for you. She would not have remained faithful. Someone else chimes in. Dude, your wife is a selfish hypocrite cheater who was basically rubbing her lover in your face. You proved that other women do find you desirable, and you wouldn't just sit around alone pining for her as her backup plan. The only thing you did wrong was entertain reconciliation at all, especially after her blatantly continuing the affair. There are no breaks in marriage. So you both violated your vows with both your behavior. But be honest with yourself. She already ended the marriage before you had your one-night stand. Even biblically, they recognize that adultery is the end of the marriage. You became plan B. I'd arm the scorched earth nuke since children are involved and say, no man, unless he is her new husband, is to be around your children, and since he played a role in destroying your marriage, he is an unwelcome influence on your children and to be kept away from them. No more overnight nookie with her lover if she has the kids. The comments are absolutely right. She's rubbing her lover all over your face and you're sort of just allowing it by begging her to stay. Why would you want to be with someone who treats you like that? It's most definitely time to move. She clearly has zero respect for you and her inability to completely cut her lover out of her life. Sounds like you're the third wheel in your own marriage. Update. She persisted in her affair. We took a break and I had a one-night stand. She found out and now it's really over. I think it is really over now. We took a break and she insisted she was going to meet the affair partner. She didn't hide it. I told her not to. Not just meet, but spend Christmas and New Year's with him while we're living apart. Kids are at grandmother's. I told her it was a bad idea. She was telling me she's confused and needs to hash it out with him, and after New Year's we talk. So she did it anyway. He arrived last night. The same night she did, I went out angry and had a one-night stand. She found out about it the same night. She had fitted a GPS tracker onto our car without letting me know and confronted me about where I'd been. I denied it first and then admitted. I didn't do it consciously as revenge, but I guess it came across that way. In reality, I was just angry and acted on impulse. Not proud of it. We were technically on a break, and I was 100% loyal to her throughout all of it till now. But still, I'm not proud of it. And it didn't help me, by the way. Guys and girls out there, don't bother with revenge cheating. It's a waste of time and a ticket to more pain. Anyway, when she found out, she went crazy and absolutely exploded with jealousy and anger, hurling abuse, saying I'm a piece of crap and a dirty, disgusting cheater and hypocrite, saying I destroyed her life and wasted her time and she wishes she never met me and that I was dead. Okay, I get it. Again, I was wrong to react in that way. But never mind the fact that she cheated behind my back for months and was literally about to meet with the affair partner again. It wasn't all anger from her, though. She broke down in tears and was clearly in pain, which I understand and do feel for. She still loves me deep inside and feels guilt too for what she did, I'm sure. And what I did hurts regardless of what she did. I feel guilty AF too. However, we were on a break and it was purely a one-off sexual encounter, not a whole freaking affair like her. And yes, despite that I do regret it, it was rash of me. She was an emotional wreck, saying that she was about to have a chat with the other guy and say it's not going to work, and she had bought me an expensive Christmas gift and was planning to return to me, even though I told her not to even meet him if we were to have a chance. And for context, she was planning to spend 2 weeks with him. Anyway, I think what I did sealed the deal now. She's way less forgiving than me, and her pride will never let her apologize fully and come back because of what I did too now. I feel pangs of deep regret. Like maybe, if I hadn't done what I did, she would indeed have come back and fully committed to rebuilding us. Like I was trying to get her to do for 2 months now. And now I feel like I effed it up. And that's sad and makes me feel guilty, but that's just my emotions. In reality though, I think she threw it all away way back when she decided to betray me, effing and meeting up with some other dude and going on holiday with him behind my back, happy for him to splash cash and entertain her and give her the attention she wanted while I worked 2 jobs, kept the house and kids down, and even moved houses by myself with 2 kids while she was away in Italy on a work trip, effing her lover. That's just beyond the line. I love her still, and I did neglect her needs over those last months. I wasn't the most present, but maybe I do not deserve to be with someone who is capable of that. And now she was planning to spend Christmas and New Year's with him, working things out, while the kids are at her mom's and I'm at my mom's. That was the last straw on the camel's back. After she found out I had the one-night stand, she started taunting me, trying to provoke me, saying she's gonna F with the affair partner like she's never done before. Kind of a lie. She's admitted to me that sex with him was mid and he uses Viagra, but irrelevant. And she even sent me a private video of how good she looks going to meet him, to make me jealous and provoke me. I haven't replied, not planning to let myself be provoked. I effed up too, I know, and I wasn't the most present husband over the last months. But I was working 70 to 80 hours a week to save up for our visa and pay rent, plus looking after the kids and dogs with her, and I was 100% loyal all that time. And she wasn't. Her betrayal was completely effed, and I still haven't processed it, I guess. Even I forgave her at the time. The fact she's meeting him again brings back how effed up it all was. I can't understand how she was capable of betraying me like that, and deep down, She knows it. I just cry for our broken family and dreams. Time to let go, guys, right? Edit. Everyone's agreeing it's over. My one-night stand has given her ammo against me to turn her family and the kids against me. I didn't want to blab about what she did. Felt kind of embarrassing and lacking grace. My instincts tell me to exit as a gentleman. But maybe I should tell a few key people in order to protect myself. Thoughts? Update. Thanks everyone for the support. It helped clear my mind, but in terms of my heart and psychological state, crap ain't easier. How do you deal with this anger and loss of hope in the world, humanity? I'm living constantly on edge, constantly with an urge to lash out at something, hit something, which is unlike me. I don't know what to do with the fact that I still love her. I'm so angry at everything. I need a punching bag, I think. Why are you even asking? You know exactly what to do, OP. You need to buck up. But instead of leaving and ripping the band-aid off, you went and had a one-night stand. She had no right getting mad at you about that, though. You leaving is far, far overdue. It was more like she gave you all the ammo you needed to leave and scorch the earth. But instead, you sort of crawled back with your tail between your legs and handed her all the ammo to completely destroy you as a man. What are your thoughts? Why do you think OP is incapable of leaving? Next up, a friendship takes a beating after some questionable decisions. My best friend's mistress doesn't know that he is actually broke. My wife's reaction to the whole thing really bummed me out. My, male 41, best friend Jack, male 41, since kindergarten cheated on his wife Anna, female 39, with a girl half his age, Max, female 25. Anna is one of the best human beings I've ever met. She's very beautiful, kind, and caring. She's very successful too. When Jack met her, he was so in love that he wrote an ironclad prenup just to be with her. In other words, Jack has nothing to his name. He met Max on a work trip, and it was then that he cheated on Anna. The affair lasted for 2 months until Max made an ultimatum to leave his wife for her. Jack refused and tried to end the affair, so Max told Anna everything. This broke Anna beyond repair, and she told Jack that she couldn't forgive him. They're in the process of divorcing now, and Jack lives in a small studio apartment near his work. After Jack lost hope to reconciliation with Anna, he started seeing Max again. Now they're officially dating. My wife Pat, female 32, knows all the details. She is more forgiving and understanding person than I am, and I love that about her. She is way more tolerant because I am Team Anna, and there's nothing Jack can say to make me change my opinion. Now everything is settled, my wife said that she wanted to invite Jack and his new girlfriend to our place. I was very reluctant at first, but my wife insisted that my friendship with Jack is important. We are basically brothers, and we should accept people we love, even with their flaws. It made sense, and I trust my wife to always make sense. The dinner was awkward. I couldn't see past these two cheaters. Jack pretending to be happy and Max overexcited over the fact that she won the prize named Jack. I understood then that things won't be the same, but my wife was right. I love Jack, and that's the most important now. Max talked about her upbringing and the hard life she had growing up. She talked about her future with Jack and all the fun they would have. It dawned on me that she didn't know that they couldn't do half of what she is dreaming of with Jack's salary. It dawned on me why she chose him and why she was so willing to hurt an innocent woman that way. She had learned to know that Jack, who lived in fancy hotels and drove a fancy car. When I asked her about the living arrangements, Max said that Jack temporarily is living in a studio apartment until the divorce is settled. Max talked about what she wanted to do to their place, renovation and redecorating. The apartment that Anna bought for her family with her hard-earned money. The one she decorated with her husband from scratch to make it their home. I remember how happy and full of dreams she was when she found her dream home. To hear Max sitting there, talking about how he would use money she never earned to redecorate a home she wasn't entitled to, making fun of another woman's taste and style, it brought tears to my eyes. Yes, men can get emotional too. Jack has not told Max the truth. When they left, Pat and I started discussing our dear friends. I was very surprised when Pat angrily told me that I was cruel and callous for not wanting to enlighten Max about her new situation. My wife thought that Max had a tough life, and she deserved to have a good life now. I was taken aback by my wife's logic. I told my wife that I will not tell Max anything, but if she wanted then, be my guest. But now I don't understand my wife, and I'm turned off by her morals. Anna was a great friend to my wife, but my wife doesn't seem to give a rat's butt about her. My wife then got very angry and accused me of caring too much about Anna. That's when I ended the discussion because I realized that this was going below the belt. I wonder if your wife might feel intimidated by Anna in some way. It's odd that she's Team Jack despite his actions and yet wants Max to know the full truth about what she's getting herself into. So I guess she's okay with lies and deceit when it comes to cheating on Anna, but it's not okay for Jack to mess up on Max's dreams and goals of living off of who she thinks is a wealthy middle-aged man. I feel like the fact that Max doesn't know the full story isn't at all surprising. It's rare that a young woman like that is ever just interested in someone like Jack and not have materialistic motives. Update. I have fallen in love with my best friend's ex-wife. My previous post here opened up my eyes. Thank you. December 3rd, 2023. This is so convoluted, but I will try my best to make it make sense. Be patient with me. About my wife, Pat. Sometimes you think you know the person you fell in love with and married, but then something serious happens and your relationship stands on trial, something divisive, and you find yourself standing on the opposite sides. You start wondering about the person you chose to create a life with and wonder why you love them when they're so different from you. You realize that you probably love the version of them that you created in your head. We had a lot of discussions, Pat and I, about how I felt about her new friendship with Jack and Max, and she ignored my disdain for what they had done. I understand that people fall in and out of love and they move on, but then other people in their surroundings also should have feelings or opinions about these decisions. Nobody is right or wrong. Pat's approach was very non-judgmental, which is obviously a very admirable thing, but I found myself on the opposite side. While Pat insisted on inviting Jack and Max, forming new friendships with them, the more I hung out with my former best friend and his mistress, the more I disliked them and realized they are not the kind of people I want in my life, and by extension, the more I disliked Pat. Our disagreements got more intense and more frequent. I told Pat that this wasn't working for me anymore, and she accused me of choosing a pathetic loser over our marriage. Of course, she is entitled to believe whatever she wants. That was not my reason according to me, and the truth is probably something in between. About Jack and Max. Pat told Max that Jack is actually not the one with the money like he had been pretending. And while he is probably not going to be totally empty-handed in the divorce settlement, it won't be the amount that would allow all the dreams and plans she's made, especially when Anna is getting full custody. This put a big wedge between Jack and Max, and they have been off again, on again since the revelation. Jack has expressed a lot of disgust and repulsion towards Max, so I really don't understand this relationship and why these two miserable people stay together. Nor do I want to understand. They disgust me and I am done with them. About Anna. When she heard about my separation from my wife, she reached out to both of us. She said that since she's gone through something similar, she wanted to offer support and love. She said that she knew what we were going through. We started talking on the phone and texting, now almost daily, and I have met up with her on a few occasions for dinners. I find myself thinking about her all the time, and when I wake up in the morning, I go directly to my phone to see if she has sent me a good morning text, and I know my day will be just fine when I find one. Not sure if this is love or if I'm falling for her. Not sure if pursuing anything with her is wise. I have not told anyone about these feelings, and I'm not sure I ever will. I just know that I love having her in my life. She's a great friend, and maybe I shouldn't ruin this beautiful friendship with this beautiful woman because of some desires. Now let's get some relevant comments in. First up, I remember your first post, and I also remember how I didn't like how your wife responded to the whole cheating and becoming friends with the mistress as you painted it. So before you pull the trigger on possibly blowing up two friendships going further, if that's what Anna wants, make sure you're divorced first. But other than that, live your life how you want. I'll probably get downvoted. You only live once. As far as your former friend, misery loves company. Those two deserve each other. The OP replies, that's what I'm planning to do. I have no plans on confessing to Anna that I honestly don't even know what she feels about me. What I know is that I'm glad that we are friends again, and I think she is too. Someone else wants to say, yeah, I don't know why everyone's mad your wife was basically supporting cheating. You're not even cheating, you separated and a friendship bloomed because of it. Birds of a feather flock together. AKA, if my partner wanted to be friends with a cheater and their mistress, I'd assume they'd want a mistress of their own. The OP replies, not even supporting cheating, totally ignoring and dismissing my feelings that I didn't want to hang out with Jack and Max. It became like a statement from her part that these people are in our lives. I never took any contact with Anna because I knew my wife didn't want that. One simple no was enough. She didn't spare me the same decency. Anyway. Additional info from OP regarding his wife. The thing is, Jack changed a whole lot too. It wasn't the only questionable morality of having an affair, and I didn't know if he always had been this way, but he never needed to show his true colors because he was married to a brilliant woman who made him a better man, or that, in fact, his affair did change him. He is moronic, bitter, angry all the time, so very disrespectful of everything and everyone. He called Anna, the mother of his children, a whore, and even his new girlfriend, he calls her a disgusting gold digger, homewrecker, loser, and ugly. Sometimes to her face, in front of us, making me nauseated and very uncomfortable. He hasn't seen his children since Anna made it clear that they would never go back together. Like their purpose is done. Never once did he say he misses his children. Hell, even I miss them greatly. And Pat has seen all these changes and it doesn't bother her. Not even a little. What she told me was that he will have more children with his new girlfriend. I remember the fight we had after the conversation. I never really recovered from it. It is true what they say that people show their true colors when times are bad. Your separation with your wife is actually quite interesting. Interesting in a way that suggests you may have had feelings for her for quite some time. I mean, yes, maybe your separation has been a long time coming. The fact that your wife was on Jack's side sort of suggests you two weren't on the same page for a while now. And well, as for Jack and Max, we all knew that wasn't going to last. I mean, it wasn't really built on a solid foundation to begin with, was it? What do you think of all this? Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time.